Well, it's been a while. Here we are, it's what, 5:21 AM and I'm about to head out for a sunlight shoot. Really series of decision making, and this is kind of what I miss and I find exciting, so I'm glad I'm up and about. So that's really the first decision you make. You wake up, hopefully you've woken up early enough, and you lay there in bed and you think, oh, am I going to go out? Oh, I don't know. That's always the hardest decision, to actually pull yourself out of bed, drag yourself out. So the next thing is you look outside, see what the weather's doing. Hopefully there's a few stars in the sky, which means it's not completely overcast, but you're still looking for a few clouds as well. It's a bit clear this morning. There's just stars everywhere, which is beautiful. The sky's absolutely lovely down here in Tasmania at night on these clear nights. But you're hoping for a few clouds here and there, so you've got a little bit of interest when the sun comes up. So I'm a little bit doubtful that we're going to see much in terms of a sunrise, in terms of there being much interest, but you never know. Never know unless you go. So here we go. The next big decision is going to be at the end of the road here. I always have two choices. I'm never quite sure where I'm going to go, so I get to the end of the road, I turn left. I'm heading down to the coast, down to the sort of Kingston beach kind of area. That's where I do a lot of my sort of coastal type shots. Or I head right at the end of the road, which means I head further down the Huon Valley, down towards the Huon River there, and do a sort of a river type sunrise shoot. So I'll never quite know until I get to the end of the road. I just trust my gut generally and decide where I'm going to go. So we'll find out in 5 minutes or so when I get down the end of the road there, and we'll see where we end up. Decisions. So we turned right, so we've headed down to the Huon Valley. Yeah, look, I've just got here. I'm not overly hopeful with the conditions. It does look like it's a really clear night, although there's a little bit. I'll just turn you around and show you. So we've parked up down here by the Huon River, looking over towards Franklin. It's a bit of a strange spot to come for a sunrise really, because it actually faces west. But if you won't be able to see anything, but down that way is the Huon River, Sleeping Beauty Mountain, which you'll see a little bit later as the sun comes up. There's a little bit of, looks like there's a little bit of mist hanging over the water, so that might give us a bit of interest. Who knows? It's just about getting out there and seeing what happens. That's all part of the fun. So we'll get out, might get a time lapse going and get out onto the little jetty there, start getting set up, and we'll wait and see what happens. Hoping for a few little clouds to appear with the sunrise to catch the light, but like I said, not overly hopeful. It's really clear sky, clear stars everywhere, so we'll see. Sunrise is in about just over an hour, so we've got a bit of time, which is always good. Not always the case normally. I'm normally running around like a headless chicken just as the sun's coming up. So yep, I'll get out, get my gear out, and we'll see what happens next. So I don't think there's going to be much happening in the way of great photography this morning, but look, what a place to be, eh? So this is looking over towards Franklin. Beautiful Huon River. Photography or no photography, it's a wonderful spot to be. So as I suspected, nothing really too much happened in terms of the sunrise. We're pretty much getting right up to full sunrise now. There's a little bit of colour looking down to the south there in the sky. But it's just such a beautiful spot to be in. That's all part of it. It's not really about the end photograph, it's about the experience, the memory. I won't remember laying in bed this morning if I just stayed there, but I don't think there's a photo shoot that I can't remember quite vividly. It just gets etched in your memory when you sort of take your time like this. And it is just such a stunning little spot. Like I said, I doubt there's going to be any photos to write home about. I'm doing a little bit of a long exposure at the moment, just experimenting there. But yeah, what a spot. Beautiful, beautiful. So I've been playing around with some ICM, intentional camera movement, which is basically sort of the longest exposure. Been experimenting with about 3 or 4 seconds and just moving the camera from side to side like that. Obviously not this camera, and it just creates a little bit of an ethereal, almost impressionistic sort of vibe on the photos, because they just get slightly blurred, and it becomes more about colour and composition. They're quite interesting little shots, I think. Hopefully I'll get to show you a couple at the end of the video here. Wiggle. Nice, they're quite interesting little shots. What we come up with. Do me. Go and get a coffee.